Salve, Dartonians, and welcome back to another episode of The Wandering Larper. I'm your host, Salvatore, along with co-host
Ashley Gray.
And we're here to discuss all things small arms, daggers, knives, and waylay widgets. It's the end of the night. You found yourself in a close quarters combat dispute. You go to reach for something quick, no time for that sword or axe. What is the best thing to grab? So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
All right. I really like the Kalamazoo line. I am a big fan of the daggers. I'm going to hand this one off to you just so we can see size comparison with these, how they look and how they handle. I am holding the Shaheen and Ashley is holding the Lucrezia.
Named after the famous Borgia.
Yes. And this one has a very Arabic feel, a little bit of a scorpion tail. And if you look at the Lucrezia, it is definitely a little bit of a Gothic or Florentine design to it. Out of these two, which one would you say is the winner?
I could tuck this one more easily into a boot, so I'm going to go with this one.
Wow, and I'm going to disagree and say the Lucrezia is the better of the two daggers.
Definitely the prettiest.
All right, next up, let's look at some cleavers. So this is the Kalamazoo cleaver. I'm going to hand that off to you. And I have the Shadow Cutlery cleaver. Now, both cleavers are really nice, very cool look. The Kalamazoo, love the wood grain handle on that. Yeah. Very realistic looking.
Super realistic.
And the best part, super soft. Where the Shadow Cutlery one, it's a little bit harder. Maybe it should only be swung at a LARP by an NPC, probably not a PC. It's just a little bit too hard. What do you think?
I concur. Completely.
So, out of the Meat Cleaver series, which one do you think wins? Clear winner, the Kalamazoo.
Every time.
All right. Let's go next. We don't really even have a comparison one with this one.
No,
we're just going to do it by itself. This is called the Ahab, and this is Kalamazoo's whaling knife. So this just looks really gnarly, real sweet. Kalamazoo, soft foam on it. Would you agree?
Yeah, and you can hide it anywhere. It's tiny. As far as knives go.
Easy to compartmentalize. Yeah. Compartmentalize? Did I say that correctly? Oh well. Okay, next let's look at the Kalamazoo vampire killing stakes. Yes. So these are pretty cool. It looks like they straight up took a piece of wood and just molded it and just made an ideal like movie looking vampire killing stake. The problem with these that I find is if you're driving in or just hitting somebody with it, it's just a little bit too sharp and it's coreless and it just doesn't have enough give. So realistically, if you're buying the Kalamazoo vampire killing spike and you're using it as a waylay widget because it's completely coreless, you're going to be waylaying them with the back end.
Still awesome to look at.
All right, let's keep moving down the line. Let's go with the Kalamazoo Johnny Hatchets. These are sweet.
Yes.
And they're part of Kalamazoo's new line, so it's the ultra squishy, soft, combat safe foam. Even that back spike, it's fine to use in combat. Yeah. Absolutely. The core in them is very sturdy.
Even the handle's quite spongy.
Yeah, you can definitely use these in combat. We're going to say 9 out of 10 medium combat LARPs are going to approve these, you know.
Great throwers.
Also great throwers. Cord throwers, but great throwers. The next thing that we're going to talk about is these Hero's Edge hatchets. Yes. Now, I keep bringing up Hero's Edge on my show, and not a lot of people like to talk about Hero's Edge, but I'll tell you what, for the price And the fact that they're available on Amazon with Amazon Prime, and these hatchets are $10 for a 2-pack, make them a great accessory for that price. I'm talking $10 with tax included, delivered to your door, and these are fantastic throwers at a LARP.
Easily fit into a belt.
Yeah, so just based on price, you know, they're not the prettiest, but they're cheap at 2 for $10.
Yeah, and durable.
Very durable. Next, we have the Kalamazoo Sly. This is part of the Post-Apocalypta line. It's a huge survival knife. It's gnarly. It's Kalamazoo's new soft foam. It's a great look. I really love this piece. I didn't know that I was going to like it as much as I did, but as soon as I got it and I took it out of the packaging, I was just pleasantly surprised. And I felt like with just a little bit of modification, this could be used at a Swords and Spells LARP too.
Absolutely. It is mean looking.
All right, let's go down the line again and grab the Hero's Edge Dagger. Again, with Hero's Edge, just based on price, this is a great dagger. It's not as pretty as the Kalamazoo or the Epic Armory pieces, but this dagger's $16 delivered to your door with Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping. A Kalamazoo dagger, something like this, is $65. Even something like the Ahab or the Lucretia is going to be about $65 to $75, where this is going to hit home every time at $15 and just is a great purchase for a beginning LARPer or a younger adventurer or somebody that's going to leave it in the bushes or stab branches in the woods at their first LARP just because they don't know any better. It's just a great starting out piece. The last thing we're going to show from Hero's Edge are their throwers. Everybody else's throwers are coming in at how much usually? 15 to 20 in that range. These are coming in at $5 to $8.
Yes.
We've used these at a lot of LARPs. They're really fun. They're good throwers. They're nice and soft. They almost mimic the Epic Armory line, but they're Hero's Edge and they're $5. So
yeah, definitely worth the money.
Why don't you continue down the line for us?
This here is the PUBG skillet. Who doesn't want to, chase somebody out of your kitchen late at night? And
Great Waylay widget.
Absolutely. Got it for myself. And the rolling pin from Epic Armory is another one of my favorites. I carry it on my belt as well. It's
nice and squishy, so when you get hit with it, it really just doesn't hurt.
Completely coreless.
Why don't you go ahead and hit me over the head with that one? Completely painless.
And this here
is the Epic Armory Tankard.
Yes. We put this one on a backpack and carry it around, in case of a bar fight.
Mm-hmm.
And this
is a Kalamazoo Friar Tuck wine bottle, except we've put our own art project into it and actually turned it into a vintage wine bottle that relates in-game to our favorite LARP, Nero International.
Absolutely.
So, of all of these pieces, hatchets, widgets, frying pans, tankards, rolling pins, what is your absolute favorite and your quick go-to in combat?
Well, it may be one of the cheapest things on the table, but this was bought for my belt because I don't like carrying weapons, but I love carrying this. It's the cutest, lightest. Seriously, it weighs nothing. It's adorable. It's mine.
And I'm going to go with the Kalamazoo Friar Tuck. This thing is a great waylay widget. It's a great thrower. It's lightweight. It's squishy. It bends. It's so light. It really can't hurt anybody. I've flung this thing in field battles and Everybody loves it when they see it on the battlefield, during encounters. Even the monsters have fun when you break this thing out. Also, I think it's really stylish if you're in a tavern or somewhere like that and you pull out your own wine bottle, bust it over somebody's head to waylay them. That's just really fun. What about a second pick?
Second pick, most favorite or most functional?
Favorite or functional? Your second go-to?
My second go-to is definitely going to have to be the rolling pin, because, I mean, who doesn't want a life-size rolling pin that you can literally do anything with? I can waylay, I can throw it at somebody, I can just chase you through the woods, like, whatever.
Getting chased through the woods with a rolling pin is quite terrifying, let me tell you. My second go-to is going to be the Lucrezia. This thing is just beautiful. I think this is probably the best dagger out on the LARP market right now. Kalamazoo really hit the nail on the head with this one. It is an absolute beautiful piece. You find this one online anywhere from $65 to $85. I suggest snagging this into your LARP collection. You will not be disappointed.
Absolutely. The only reason I wouldn't personally carry one is because they're so beautiful. I would cry if I lost one in the woods. So.
Not me. I just go for it, gung-ho. And that's all we have for you this evening. I'm Salvatore. This is my co-host,
Ashley,
from The Wandering LARPer, and we just want to say au revoir.
have a good night.